Here we have another grammar question. And to get the right answer on this one, you need to do something that's really important on the digital SAT, which is to always read to the end of grammar texts. If you don't, then you may misunderstand what's being done in this paragraph. So let's read a little. Increasing the heat on a boiling pot of water doesn't increase the temperature. What increases is the rate at which the water turns to vapor. With a pressure cooker pot, though, an airtight seal traps the vapor, creating pressure that allows the temperature to increase. So, reading it this way, we're seeing that we really need that second part to be its own sentence. So the answer is going to be A. By the way, there are two ways to join two independent clauses, two things that can be their own sentence. You can use a semicolon, John jumped, semicolon, he fell, or you can use a comma, fanboys. Fanboys is for, and, nor, but, or, yet, or so. So comma fanboys would sound like this. John jumped, comma, and he fell. Now this is such an important rule that the three ways of doing it wrong each have their own name. If you just use a fanboys, it's a fused sentence. If you just use a comma, it's a comma splice. If you use nothing at all in between two independent clauses, it's a run-on. So discussing some of the answer choices here, realizing that the purple part and the orange part are basically their own sentences, then we would call this a run-on, we would call this a comma splice, and we would call this a fused sentence. Really interesting. So this question is all about how do you join or separate two independent clauses, but the answer here is A.